I have now my own company here in Hamburg. We are a group of engineers and we make projects worldwide. And Evans is my friend, and we discuss a lot about projects for Zambia, for Africa. And we have some very good ideas to do something, especially for Africa. And we are understand that is very, very important, especially for young generation in Africa and in Europe, same, of course, to have a good education. Doesn't matter which direction, but everybody must learn something. And so we must cooperate together, especially Germany is a very technical country, and we only survive with our engineers and our many study people what we have and our production. This is located mainly in Germany, but even other countries. And so we have very good ideas for the future, for the energy, and to solve all this waste problem example. And so I think we can start with one good idea from Germany, which working a lot of time. This is a refinery that's the waste going away and no no burning anything, only with bacteria. And this working in Germany, and the result is only earth. And another point is gas, nature gas, to make electric power. So this company produces refineries in Germany. They are working here. And the government support this ideas very much. So our idea is that we transfer this to Zambia, so that Zambia must not burning, example, the waste. We can solve this waste problems with bacterium, and later the result are electric power and very good earth for flowers and so on. So this is our first project we want to start. And I say to Evans, this is only to do something for Zambia, but the second part is we must development. Your students, example from Zambia, they can coming here to Germany, they can check and learn how to working this refinery. And this is a very good education possibility even for your students when they want this direction. So, and this is one of our samples what I can give you. Of course, my favorite are car design, and I can say a lot about cars and energy possibilities, about oxygen and neutrinos and so on and so on. But this we can do later. I think it's take too long time. But in the beginning now, I only want to say to you that I, with my group, we will support especially the students from Zambia. There we will start. And when they're not from Zambia, from Africa, from the whole continent, and with this very good possibilities across Evans and his partners, that we can development the students, that they can learn something and they can graduate. Yes, this is what we want. Hello?
Awesome, awesome. Sehr gut.
Yes, this is
Wonderful.
for the beginning maybe enough. We have many departments in which direction we can go. And of course, car design, I like very much, and energy possibilities, especially for the cars, for the train, for the aeroplane and so on. But this is another thing we can discuss later. But we want to do something that students can coming from Africa to Germany to learn here, and even students from us, our country, want to go to Africa to get the sensibility situation, what happened in Zambia and Africa, that they can learn each other, and that we have a very good working together with Africa. This is what we want. I myself, I have 4 children, 3 sons and 1 daughter, between 19 and 28. And I see every day how important is the education, and to go in other countries and to have a good overview about the world, to understand the problems from the other people. And I think this is very, very important. I teach every day my children that they get this surface about the world, about the people, and to create some friendships with other people from other countries.
So, awesome. Perfect. Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Awesome. Awesome. Now, Mr. Ioannis was in Zambia about, is it 3 months ago now? He was in Lusaka 3 months ago?
Yes, I was in Lusaka. I see a little bit about this, what happened in Zambia. Even I see some problems, which I discussed with Evans, that we want to solve these problems, what they have there. And the people are very nice people, very open. I like this foot style with my hand very much. And yes, and Africa, of course, is one of my favorite places because the nature is unbelievable.
Now, before I bring in our expert, President Alexander Lawrence, Ioannis, Zambia a long time ago had car assembling companies. I think maybe President Lawrence is going to put it better. Right in Zambia, we were assembling, I think that was Fiat, yeah? Fiat. You worked with Porsche. Porsche is a renowned firm, and you're much closer to the Porsche family.
Yes, I think,
We are not going to spare you until you brought Porsche plant to Zambia for assembly as well.
Yes, I have some very good connections even now to some decider from the car industry in Germany. That's my favorite connections are BMW and Volkswagen, and of course Porsche, because I worked there before.
Awesome.
And I will discuss with the decider what they're doing now in Africa, and have they any idea for Zambia, example. And I want then to discuss with you and your people about the possibilities that maybe to settle down, maybe a small production or a car stock center in Zambia like this. And we must start, and we must get all the information, and then we can react in this case.
Awesome. President Lawrence, sir?
Awesome.
Yes, if you remember, Evans, Johannes owes me a visit, because when he came, we were supposed to meet, and then you made him get busy, and we didn't have a meeting. So I'm waiting for that meeting, Johannes. But it's nice to see that you've come in as a partner of CIU. I'm really grateful that you've maintained and deepened your relationship with Evans. There are a number of opportunities that do exist for development in Zambia. I'm excited about the fact that you want to push the agenda for student and professional exchange programs between Germany and Zambia. We have a lot to learn because we want to get this. You'll be interested to know, Evans and Isaac, you didn't know.
Mr. Mlongo, please
about,
take the microphones. People are speaking in the background, sir.
Yes, I spent about 3-4 days in Stuttgart about 4 years ago when we were trying to study something to do with Mercedes-Benz and so on. So I have that in. That's where I developed my interest about your country. In my conversations with both Mr. Malongo and Mr. Lokomona, and on a program that I noted that we're supposed to have in a couple of days, there was one of the elements on your program where it shows that you have an interest, and you just mentioned briefly about motor spares as manufacturing in the country. That is going to, if that can be pursued, it's a game changer together with technology. It will be a game changer for us as a country, because the beauty about it is we note, and I do know, there's motor assembly of the BMW and Mercedes-Benz in South Africa. Kigali, Rwanda is doing a VW assembly, but they're not manufacturing the spare parts. And it would be nice if we were able to get to the position of under license from Germany, your direction, to begin manufacturing the spare parts for BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Porsche, if it were possible, VW. That would help to have also, because that's where your as a car designer, your specialty is on R&D, research and development. And that will fall under our innovation hub. Why I'm saying this and why I'm pushing this agenda, I sit as president of the Chamber of Commerce here in Lusaka. At the same time, we have tasked both Mr. Lokomona, Evans, and Isaac to engage on our behalf and ensure that we do develop a relationship between Hamburg Chamber of Commerce, which is to facilitate investment opportunities, vice versa, with Lusaka Chamber of Commerce. I want to see that going very, very strongly. I have signed an agreement. I was recently in Ankara, Turkey, where I signed an agreement with the Chamber of Commerce there. And we are doing exchange programs now between the universities and medical centers with our own here. In fact, Evans, we have a delegation coming from Turkey towards the end of the month or the first week of February, because they're trying to show collaboration in those countries. But if I could get that on a bigger scale between Hamburg and Lusaka, that would speak volumes. So we'll promote the educational system, we'll promote the exchange development program. Your waste to energy program will be of interest. A number of companies have actually shown interest on that. I have been sitting on the board of one of the companies, organizations that deal with water and waste. So, and I'm very close to another one, which a government institution that looks at waste management. So I'll be interested in knowing more on the system that you're talking about, and we can push that. We'll be able to get even the land for. You'd be interested, Isaac, Evans. It's easy to get the land in the multi-facility zone for the innovation hub and the manufacturing of spare parts. Isaac knows that I'm very, very passionate about that area because of the fact that we had moved at one time to motor vehicle assembly, but now I want to be able to say, let us push the agenda on manufacturing of spare parts so that we give our mechanical engineers and technology engineers an opportunity to apply their skills at that level. This is what I'm looking for, and at least the universities can even tie into what we're trying to do. So that's what I look forward to. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. Like I said, I like to sound like Ephraim. I appreciate. This is a rare honor and privilege.
We appreciate as well. Thank you so much for that. I just have to mention that the meeting that we didn't have last year, we have to just fix a date next week. We are supposed to meet, Mr. Johannes, so I hope you can be available.
You mean the embassy one, sir?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm 100% available. No matter what program I have, that's my priority number one for you people. Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hope
exactly.
Mr. Johannes also can already say here, I'll push the dates. I'll inform you when exactly by this evening. And also Mr. Komona, Mr. Daniel, please reach out to him so that we can move. These are the two people the government have requested to meet them as soon as possible. So please just be assured next week, me and Evans, we shall be meeting in Berlin. I hope, Johannes, we meet again the same way so that we can now chart the way forward with the authorities. As you have heard, people, we are so privileged here in this team. I don't know how it happens, but it is happening. You can imagine we are sitting with people who are connected with people who want things on earth. You can imagine. We are talking of Dr. Lawrence here. He's not just a chamber of commerce. He's so connected to chiefs. So when it comes to land, we don't have an issue.
Yeah.
We had a meeting with another man of God a few days ago where we are talking about this. He's actually the chairman of chiefs. So I can imagine. So when it comes to land, that's not a problem. Now, when it comes to technology and what we can do, we have people like Johannes here. All we need is goodwill and political will. And I think we have that as well, because the current government, it has never been open like this, that they accept the private sector to do business, to allow them. Actually, they have allowed them under the PPPD to do whatever is doable in accordance to the laws of the country. Nothing can stop us so long we are doing it rightly, and it has been regulated and accepted. Please, so be ready. After this, I want to talk to the ambassador. She said anytime next week, just give me a date. We can meet in Berlin. So we shall talk on the side and agree which date is better for us. Then we can move on so that whatever Alexander Lawrence here has said and Johannes has said, it has to come to realization. It must be realized. Yes.
Chair, just before you disappear, I want to assure Johannes, yourself, and Evans that if I get confirmation by the time this program ends that we are doing the technology program, that we are doing the auto spares, I will immediately speak to the Minister of Science and Technology and see who can be available to attend that meeting, and we push that agenda. Because I was with the PS a day or two ago, I just didn't want to say much, but there'll be support for whatever we are going to do. There'll be government will. The agenda is that the private sector should be at the forefront. I've explained to both you and Evans several times, and I think Commerce has told you, that the agenda has to now be driven by private sector. And this is why if we get this thing, your program, our program, I think we take ownership of the program, say our program can be advanced as quickly as possible. That's why the university degree programs are becoming very important. If you remember, my statement is reliable, affordable, relevant educational programs that produce progressive thinkers and actors. This now brings us into that level. I thank you, Chair. I'm quiet for the rest of the session.
We still need your voice.
Thank you very much for all.
Madam Maria, feedback to wait a second, Johannes.
No, I just wanted to encourage the students on board that in one of the in our group we were talking about waste management, and they've heard for themselves that we have people out there. They were mentioning Germany, and so just mentioning a few names here. Remember, you were asking, and I told you to say, just hang on. There you go. You've heard that we have the people who have it at heart to make sure that you learn and help to keep Zambia a safe place again. Okay, it was just a word of encouragement. And there's Wilson, who was so desperate about his mechanical a course in mechanics. Wilson, I don't know if you're still there. Have you seen that another avenue could be being taught also in one of the projects, upcoming projects with Mr. Johannes, which can be in a car, in spare parts, or in the car industry anyway. It was an encouragement to the students. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you very
Awesome.
much for all.
Awesome. Before you go, Johannes, I just, ladies and gentlemen, because not all of you are going to be honored diplomatic meetings that we're going to be having at the embassy, but one of the things that we inculcated as IBT, International Business and Trade Department of CI.
Mr. Komona, I don't know why today you are breaking, sir.
Oh my God! Not at this point.
Not at this point. We want you. We want you very audible.
Nigeria is say back to the center.
Back to sender, yeah.
My voice should be better. Am I audible now?
Try. Let's hear.
Okay, let me remove my video. Much better?
Yeah.
Much better, sir?
Yes.
Okay, the reason why, we as Zambians are based in diaspora. We know how our beautiful country of Zambia has been really a little bit, spoiled by our so-called investors, but no reason to hide the names, like our Chinese friends, the Lebanese, slave wages, and everything. We are trying to do away with that. Not that they have to go out of the country. There's no competitiveness. When we bring in the German, the Swiss, where we are connected, the Austrians, and so on, these are people that respect the labor laws. I can rest assure you. They respect the labor laws. When they figure out to say minimum wage in Zambia, for instance, is 4,000 kwacha, it's going to be that. The Swiss, the Austrians, the Germans aren't going to cheat you. These are countries that went through a lot of problems during the First World War, Second World War, and according to what I've learned through interviewing them, we don't want to go back to that time. We are now successful, and we have to respect other people's values. That's why you see that we are aligning them up. They have never been so much privy into investing in Zambia, especially as we are talking here, young boys and girls here, young ladies and young gentlemen. When we talk Germany, we just know it from the school, Austria from the school, Swiss, World Bank. There's much more that we are going to benefit. I end here. Thank you so much, Mr. Thompson. And Mr. Thompson is coming as our new consultant in CIO. We are happy to receive you soon. We're going to be with you in Zambia again and meet the people, students on the ground.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Okay.
you.
I say good evening for you, everybody.
Thank you so much. We
Thank you.
are
Bye-bye.
going to.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Danke. Thank you a lot.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. So, as students, we are privileged to meet people we are interacting with, and this is something really great. Just make use the chance that has come your way, because greater things are going to happen.
Yes.
And you should be part of it. Don't say you are not taught, because the plane has already left the ground, and it is flying. All is expected is to reach the destination, and we shall be there. When we start our courses, take them seriously, because that is what is going to propel your life. In Germany, where we live, there is what they call Leistungsgesellschaft. They call it in German Leistungsgesellschaft. What do I mean by that? They they gauge people according to performance. If you don't perform, then don't be surprised that next time you're sidelined. That's how they work. They want performance. Us in the company, we do performance review. You sit with your manager, you plan the goals for the year, and you have to achieve them because you agreed to them. Yeah, so really, we are on good course, and I think we have really done a good job. What more when we shall have this function physically in Zambia? You know, it will be awesome. We have not killed that plan. It will come to frustration as well. So where do we go from here? I think now
master's degrees.
Yes, before Mr. Alexander will close for us later, let's just give even Lukomona and Maria Chivanse to inform us about the master's degrees courses that we are going to be offering.
Okay, am I audible now, sir?
Very much audible. Yeah, clear.
Wonderful. I won't move. I'm just gonna position myself right here, sir. I'm just gonna there's still some feedback. Okay. 3 minutes, I'm done with masters. I won't go through, by the way, welcome our prospective masters students. You just heard us discussing this and that, Mr. Thompson, technocrats, President Lawrence and stuff. That is coming on the ground. I'm Zambian. I know where I'm coming from. Some of the things we pushed when we were in Zambia to be done. When you look at universities in Zambia, all these exchanges, okay, between Zambia, Denmark, Europe, whatever, they end up right there at the higher offices. Students just see the posters. Oh, our chancellor was in Denmark, was in Germany. No, we don't want to do that. You as students are the major players, okay? We start building up from there, then we bring it back right down to, that is what we call practical empowerment. So even these exchange programs we're talking about, it's you, our students too. You know, we have facilitated the carpet for you or the bridge created, you've got to work on it. So that when you come to Germany for some exchange or research, anything, it is you that are holding the future of our beautiful country of Zambia. So this is quite important you are in, all right? You won't just be hearing it from a distance. No, even when we are coming to Zambia, with our teams there, we get to your views. What are the suggestions, proposals we implement? That's how we build a country at large. Now, what's the beauty about our master's programs? And number one, we've got 2 types of master's programs, okay? Education is vital. There are specific courses which we've brought to Zambia meant only for the teachers, lecturers in the Zambian schools and institutes, okay? Why? It is usually hard for these people that are already in such establishment to advance their studies. They're very busy. I started working at Kamwala, Ibala, Tiboria Basic High School with only an advanced certificate, and I've been right in that corner. I've never had sponsorship to go to another university where I have to pay 10,000 per semester, 3,000 per semester. Yet my salary in my qualification is so low. That's why we've said, let's go. We are knocking on your door with your advanced certificate. We can quickly pull you onto the undergraduate program with some exemption. We just check your scripts, what you've done before. Okay, these credits out. You go and finish the remaining years. You finish your bachelor's. You jump onto the master's programs like you who are here now. Then, other than that, we also have non-teachers programs, just as they say. Beautiful. Duration of study, we got now time to waste with our specialized masters running for 3 years, 2 years. That is too much. We are doing 1.5, 1.5 years, 1 year. You are done. You are accredited. 120 credits altogether. If we go the British, American system, can't run away from there. The German system, we give you same content, same strength, 60 credits. and you are done. Next, you apply to go forth if you want to further study for your PhD program. So that's how flexible we are. Entry requirements, for instance, as well at master's degree, not only holders of the bachelor's liable to pursuing our master's programs. Even you who is here has got advanced diploma, you are able to jump to the master's. That's how it goes. Okay, so we are trying to break away from that red tape. No, I've just got I've got advanced diploma. I can go for masters. I have to go first for bachelor's. No. Advanced diploma is much closer to bachelor. So just look at your credits and the modules that you studied. Then you say, okay, here, if you got to do some carry over, you're gonna maybe one module carry over. You're on your master's program and maybe one module or two modules carry over to patch up so that you blend up the number of credits at the end of the day of the award. That's how flexible and all inclusive. Study mode. Okay, distance online learning. Okay. You teaching, you know, of at your own pace. Of course, we guide you, we assign you professors to guide you. Once in a while, we call you down, residents, students. Okay, you are free to close the schools and everything. We're gonna meet you. Is it in Lusaka? Is it on the Copper Belt, and so on and so forth? Intensive lectures, you go back just like that. Eventually, graduations and that. Plus, emphasis, if you're thinking we're teaching you as a job seeker, you are in the wrong place. We are empowered, okay? Entrepreneur, you gotta have an entrepreneurial mindset. That's why we've got any degree program that we've got, entrepreneurship is attached. That's the world we live in now. Entrepreneurship is attached. You gotta be a job provider. I tell people, students, to say, look, when you go into industry, make a calculation, whichever program that you've studied, whether with us or any other university. Okay, I'm into business administration. Get a job, work maximum 3 years. Why? To get the knowledge, the interaction, and stuff. Create your own. You become an employer. You're gonna find that our beautiful country of Zambia isn't going to have problem with unemployment like we're seeing today. All the youth, most of the youths, to do good, they have to follow the politicians, cadres and stuff. That is what we're trying to come and erase off. They are masters holders in Lusaka. Some of them we met with them at Katonda Street there, just with folders. No, but there are no jobs in Zambia. No, masters, that's too much for you to be an employer yourself. So we are coming into that. And we are moving with the changing trends of the world. Artificial intelligence. Every course from skills, University Foundation, undergraduate, masters, PhD, we have embedded the production of part called artificial intelligence in your study project or program. So, so far, that's what I can preempt, and get ready as we invite you to our platform for the program called Master's Degrees. We are doing it differently for the benefit of you, your family, your community, the nation, and internationally as well. I submit. Thank you so much. Madam Vice Chancellor, any addition?
Thank you very much. My contribution at this point in time is the aspect of language. You've seen on the brochure that we have Germany as German as a language which has been advertised as of now for those who would like to have an easier exchange program at that point in time when God will allow you to have it, or maybe the doors which can open in Germany. So it's quite easier for you to interact much better during these exchange programs. Okay, I wanted to include Italian. Italian is going to be included as soon as possible. And why am I saying it? Why am I emphasizing Italian? It's because some of you students who've been asking for scholarships in Italy, Italy, unfortunately, so connected to its language. And so there's a certain level, so that is a level that can allow you, a level of the language skills that can allow you at least to follow lessons, and then on your own, after the lessons, you can use the translating engines that we have at the moment in order to, you know, to improve on your understanding. You will not have a wide range of scholarships in Italy if you don't speak their language. Okay, I think the group I had in our breakout room, I went through who has had this big interest from Zambia to come and study in Italy, and how it's been a nightmare for them to you know, to acquire the full scholarships, because they say that we don't know if this student is going to study the language at the same time, continue with the course. And so it's an encouragement to say, when you ask for a scholarship where you want to leave the country, remember that we have such obligations that the student should have a required language level in order to be given a visa, right? But what Mr. Lukomona has talked about is completely another setting, which is very accessible. And so it was just for you people who are aiming at all costs to live, to obtain these scholarships, which are fully paid scholarships. Most of the times, if they're not done in English, they require you to have that required level of entry of their language. Thank you. And again, just a word of encouragement when it comes to extra lessons. The CIU is going to provide you, at least where possible, where we see that students are really lagging behind. We are going to put across some, I think, tuition, what do you call it at home? Tuition, you call it tuition. Yes, and so that is on the way. We are working on it so that we can have, we can ease your studies. All right, that's my contribution so far, not to go over what I've done already, or what I've talked about already. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Let me just add on to, am I audible, Mr. Chair?
You are very much audible.
Okay, I just want to add something on what the VC is spoken about regarding the language. Just on break 30 minutes ago, President Lawrence here mentioned something that he believes in people getting ready before the opportunity comes. This is what she's talking about. You will study with us, master's program. Later, you'd love probably to cross over to Germany. I mentioned free education in Germany. Okay. As at now, PhD program running for not more than $400. That's giveaway. In fact, it's not tuition fee. That's only administrative fee. Now, you are on the Zambian soils. Oh, I'm learning in English. I'm taught in English by CIU. Why should I bother about Italian or German language? That's why if you look at our brochure, okay, we say at every level, there is German language. We teach you slowly, okay? Take on it. You never know what happens tomorrow, okay? By the time probably you are finishing, you have raised your language knowledge from A1 level beginners, A2, B1, B2. Then you figure out to say, wow, I want to further myself in Germany. You are already there. It is disheartening. You get admission, then they tell you to say, please, we have admitted you to do your program in Germany, but we need B2, which you could have absorbed through your 1 year or 1.5 years of study. That's why we say, kill two birds with one stone. You're pursuing your main course, plus we say nebenbei. Nebenbei means by the side German language. Slowly, slowly. First semester, I've got A1. Second semester, A2 or B1. You are done. That's how you do it. When we came, we started slowly in Zambia with German language. We used to give the same pieces of advice. Do German language, German. Some lazy, some intelligent. Those who are intelligent in thinking and getting our pieces of advice, guess what? Next time on the open day, they'll be talking to you from Munich, from Hamburg, they are here. And one of the students, I can't mention the name, is even a manager at university service in Hamburg. He saw well at German language. Hey, Mr. Komana, we like this boy. What can I do? He was in Zambia. I took him. He said they were joking. It's there at university service. So get instruction all the time, ask questions, get it right, and you serve a God that never slumbers. Everything is possible. Everything is possible, ladies and gentlemen. What we don't want is squabbles, differences, complaints. No. When you complain for 1 hour, you haven't solved the problem. You have increased your problem. Or our problem, because we don't know about what you're complaining. Come nicely, ask questions. I've been told this. Is it true? Can I go this way? Can I go that way? We have got strong experts here on this board. Strong experts in Zambia, in Germany, in Switzerland, Austria, Italy, Poland, and so on. Ask questions. We are going to answer. That's how you learn, building up yourself. If you don't ask questions, you won't get answers. May even go through a wrong pathway, but we're going to guide you as well. That's our building. As it is done in the Western world, good life, manage, it has to be done in Zambia comfort. They were created, these Westerners, in the same image by our Almighty God. Why us? Why should we all the time keep crying? As long as you keep praying for us, we don't sleep. I was just saying, Mr. Morogo, I told Mr. Please, if I woke up late, forgive me. I was going to bed 06:30 a.m. I didn't even relax. We were on programs for Zambia. I had to take a nap. I had to come on this until it happens, and it has happened. So God bless you. That's the only thing that I can contribute. Unless there are some questions on the masters, then Mr. Chair can pick it up from there.
Wow, wonderful. Thank you so much for that complete information about master's degrees. I hope someone has been motivated. And I can only tell you that let's use these chances. If things are done well, let's assure you, here where we are, there are a lot of chances for anybody to further their education. You know, I'll give you a story of before. I don't know. I have a friend of mine, a Zambian. He studied all his studies in my eyes. He used to be here in Germany. Today he's a PhD holder. You know, Martin Kangwa. He's a Zambian. I saw him come here in Germany. He found me here, and he has been studying. He's a chemistry person. He's in the area of chemistry. Today, he's a PhD holder. And one day he was crying to me. He said, Mr. Mrongo, I don't understand why. Since ever I was given the position of the dean of the department I'm in the university in Bremen, is that I have not trained a single Zambian, but I'm training Eritreans, I'm training Nigerians, I'm training people from Malaysia and other countries. And you can imagine, whatever they need, it's me who is signing. Where are Zambians? What is the problem? You know, so it is not that opportunities are not there. Opportunities are there, but people, they don't want to take them on. The reason we don't know, I don't know if it is misinformation or not informed. I don't believe so, because most of these things, they are in open domain. For example, Zambia and Germany has for years so many exchange programs in the area of education. If you need anything, you just walk to the German embassy. They'll tell you everything's there. They don't hide. They'll tell you. And if the opportunity is there for you to come here, they will not stop you. When we are still in good books with some people, we used to bring students here, pupils here from international school. We bring them here on an exchange program for a period of maybe 1 month, 3 months, depending on how that trip was planned. So the possibilities are always there. That's what I'm stressing. So for master's degrees, please take it to heart, those who want, especially our teachers. You have a great chance, you know. I would say this, Mr. Komona, if I'm allowed, that we are even planning to assist the government to have exchange programs between government and government. You understand? They come, the Zambian people, they come and sit with the German people here, not only at parliament level or president level, no, maybe just really at the lowest level, at the mayor's level, maybe the council level, you know, even other workers. We have sisters and brothers from Cameroon here. They have an organization, a non-government organization. I was shocked when they're telling me that they are funded with, my city is funding them. They told me they are funded by the UA, what's it, African Union. They get funds from there, but they are here in Europe. So I was just like, what is happening with us? We can explore all these opportunities and make use of them. So I don't know if anyone has any questions as we are about to conclude, please, and Mr. Evans and Madam Maria. Anyone with questions? Anybody?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Madam Jimbili. So I see you now physically. How are you?
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you?
Oh, she's
Is he
having
getting us? Are you getting us?
Yes, I can get you now.
Yes, go ahead.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What about us who are under the UFC program?
Yeah, complete your question, please.
And we had written exams. So we are waiting for the next movement about our education.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. I'll give Mr. Komara to say something there, but I think you joined a bit late because
Yes.
3 people have answered that question already. Yes, so if you didn't see Mr. Komona early in the morning today, that's one of the things that I've been keeping him very busy to make sure that your results are released. Yes, I personally received your papers before I posted them to him. So you don't need to worry. They are there and they have been marked. And I think the markers will be concluding them very soon and they'll be able. But let me not speak for the host, for he's here himself. He can speak. Sure. Mr. Okomona, sir.
Hi, sir. Oh, great student. What's the name of the student again? I couldn't see.
Nara.
Nara, which program was that again? Which stream? Science or business?
Science.
Oh, science. Nara, how can you fail all the subjects? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Are you based on the Copper Belt? Yeah, I think.
Yes, Copper Belt, Kitwe.
My city. Yeah, sure. Really good. No, actually, wonderful. Don't worry. That's why we are sitting so late. Our team are working all around to make sure that you receive your certificates soon. By the end of this month, in a couple of weeks, everything is done and controlled. We have to control, not so much that when we send you certificates at this stage, then send them back. By month end, you should be collecting your certificates. Month end, first week of February, somewhere there. Don't worry. So that you jump onto your second year or third semester. All right? No problem.
Thank you, sir.
Alice, you are welcome.
Wow, super. Thank you so much. By the way, Nara is one of our candidates for the junior staffs. We have started recruiting junior staffs. So please, if you are here and you have something that you can offer, reach out to us. We want to have everyone on board. And yeah, any other question? Yes, Bachita, any comment?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
How are you?
sir.
Go
Very well,
ahead.
sir.
Very fine, thank you. And how are you?
We are very much okay, please. Your question.
Okay, sir. Are you getting me?
We are getting you, sir.
All right, thank you. On top of my sister's question, I wanted also to ask something about it. But what she asked, you have answered. And my question is, after we receive the results, what is the mode of study that will coming on? Is it the same one, the one we are using during the UFC, or there is something different from what we are doing? Thank you.
Sir, should I respond quickly?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Oh, Mr. Chita, looks like you haven't been following our postings on the groups. Are you in one of the groups? In one of the groups? Mr. Chita?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm in
Yes,
every group. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. So I'm going to give you homework, yeah? So I'm going to answer. And to all our students of Zambia, one thing that I've figured out is that readership is not so strong. Our beautiful students, everybody in Zambia, they don't want to read documents. They want to be told by word of mouth. This is good. But when you read, you keep it. Like we've posted before. You learned through online and a little bit of meeting in high schools and stuff. No, that was at UFC. Now, when you go to the second year, we assign you to various institutions. For instance, we've got arrangements with the Great Eastern Great Eastern Campus, University of Zambia. Those that are based in Osaka, you are not going to be your bachelor's at Nevada, not at all. We send you to University of Zambia under our programs. They are just giving us the venue or the premises, okay? Now, one thing you shouldn't forget is that, and thank you so much for the Zambian government to giving us a rare opportunity to use any state, school, college, university in the country, okay? For free. So that's why now from one level of UFC at high schools, which is grade 13, in case you didn't know, or from 6, now you are graded. That's why we can't keep you to that environment where you're doing your bachelor's. So you get that point, okay? So be ready wherever you are. If you are on the Copper Belt there, we've got arrangement with the CBU, Copper Belt University, but under Central International University. That's the way it is, sir. Okay.
I hope that answers your question, Mr. Chita. Really, just to repeat what Evans has said, remember always that we have the privilege to use any government institution anywhere where they are. All we need is people to gather, find themselves a teacher. We are good to go. We offer them our courses. There we are. Really, it's not a very complicated concept, and it is workable. You don't even need to plan to say, let's do this and that. No, everything is already aligned, and it's workable. That is the goodness of this. So if we were doing it differently, now we would be talking about, oh, where can we build? Where can we do that? Anyway, we shall do those things. But for now, we are privileged to use what is on the ground. Yes, Madam Bola.
In fact, just to add on what Mr. Mrongo has said, when we came to Zambia, we said we're going to come on 3 phases levels. First level, operating on the infrastructure, which is already there, which, like I said, thank you so much, gifted to us by the government. From there, going on to now our own premises, which we are going to call CIU premises. Third level, putting up our own infrastructure. That building belongs to Central International University. We've got pieces of land already which were gifted. in Eastern Province, Chipata. We've got in Pika as well. Where else? I think I've got in another place. Only Lusaka we don't have. But if we put up a structure, university, our structure, what is got many campus is going to sit in the beautiful hills where we have land, which was gifted to us in Eastern Province, Chipata. So you are in Lusaka, you'll be boarding, everything, all inclusive in one. That's our third level. You are in the right place, our great students.
Wow, Madam Vula.
Good afternoon once more.
Yes, good afternoon.
I wanted to ask, I wanted to be clear on the skill vocational course. Is it a must that you have to first get the SVC first before you enter any program?
Can you come again, please? We didn't get that exactly.
I was asking because there are two questions. If yes, then I'll ask the other one. If no, then you would have answered me. I was asking if it's a must, one, to first study the SVC courses first before entering any other program.
I got you. Chair, should I go on?
Yes,
I think she's asking the entry point. What is the entry point? Huh?
She says, is it a must? Is that I must to go to your study, further study, that first you need to have skills programs. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to study yourself?
I want to do masters in international relations and negotiations.
No, we don't have to force you. Skills is totally a separate project. Okay? Is totally a separate project. So go onto our, what is it called? Brochure. If you don't have access to it, ask for it. We have explained everything. Skills is a standalone program, but we are simply advising our students, okay, to say whether you want to become a medical doctor, chemical engineer, whatever faculty or orientation, patch it up with a skill by the side, okay? Patch it up with a skill so that you able to blend what you studied at bachelor, a master's, whatever, with a skills. Skills are important into personal development, even industry development, like it is done here. Okay, here they are so much theoretical, too much of skills. Somebody's got a PhD, undergraduate certificate with too much skills around. Okay, that's important.
Okay.
Myself, I'm in the area of chemistry, then education, plus a lot of skills. If you called me today, Mr. Koma, come and repair our car, I'll fly and come and repair your car. Can you come and paint our house? I'm gonna paint your house and you're gonna be shocked. This is how we live here, all right? So please, it's not a must that you need a skill, but you need it for your goodness. I even advise if you're able to do 1, 2, even 3, please bounce on them. Look at this, for instance, if I'm a CEO of a company employing as advertised, we need master's orders in this position. You come with only your master's program, another person comes, senior master's program, plus skills attached. I'm going to pick the other person with skills because in him or her, there are 2 or 3 more other people for the sake of our company. So that's how we run it. Even that's what people do here as well. It's got a master's from when it does skill, promotions, opening on companies and stuff. That's my encouragement.
Can I just chip in since we are doing our part, I think. Or your name, oh my God, Nelisi. Listen, the syllabus is now trying to go around all the other pieces of skills that a student at master level needs, because a lot now are just stopping at master level. They go to work and not as far as PhD. So if you feel you want, just like Emma was saying, computers, which is a must, Okay, if it's not there in the syllabus, ask for it. That is a skill that is accompanying your field. You want negotiations, like you said. Okay, so negotiations in that course, don't worry. Leadership courses and ABCD are there. Even if you see them on our website, don't worry, because in your syllabus they are there because they are imperative that a student learns them. Okay, at master level, and especially depending on the field you've chosen. Negotiation, leadership, computers, that are obligation. Okay, even when you want to do your research and ABCD. Okay, so it's us also who are going to give you a kind of career orientation a little bit, okay, to add on a few. Okay, thank you.
Wonderful. The person you have been talking to, she just got further studies in that area. You can relate with her very well. She can help you and so many things that she has done herself. Thank you so much. Emma?
Yeah, good afternoon, Nelly. I just want to top up on what my colleagues have said. There is always the street language now that is being used, like side hustle. Okay, in the actual sense, skills are not supposed to be the side hustle. Skills are supposed to be the main hustle. Why do I say that? Because skills gives you money almost every day, while your other career you only get paid once in a month. I think everybody now knows that it's difficult to survive on one income. Okay, especially here in Zambia. No, I don't want to say that because I hear my boss there, Mr. Evans, telling me, so hapana meeting Yashan. Now, different, he's into a lot of things and he's comfortable. Okay. So we were talking earlier about white collar jobs and all that kind of thing. Those things were meant to keep us in one place, were meant for us not to think further. They were colonial kind of ways to keep us in one place and not for us to develop. Okay. So right now, I would tell that I'm a teacher by profession. Okay. But when I went into teaching, not because I had failed my grade 12, but because I knew after teaching, after the courses, I could actually do something else to give me more money. Okay. To that effect, CIU will be introducing methodology. So it doesn't matter what course you go into, what skill you take, if you couple it with ICT plus methodology, it allows you to teach the same things that you are skilled in. If you are a good baker, you can promote, you can make your own money on the side and do this. But if you get a certificate for it, you learn computers about how to market and all that kind of thing. Then you do, then you can still stand in front of a class and be able to things that you already know about. Remember, the skills is just to make someone do do what they know much better. Okay, so it opens up your mind and all that kind of thing. Like I was saying, I'm a teacher by profession, but I make more money from hustling in teaching rather than standing in front of a class. So we encourage everybody to either turn their career into a skill and make money every day, or they can couple their career with a skill which will help them to live and make their lives better. Thank you.
Wow, wow. I think that answers your question, Madam Bula. I can see really you are so passionate of what you want to do. And I believe you are not in a long place. You get the support that you want, because you have asked this question now twice. And I think this is good. And you have got the answer that you are looking for. Am I correct? You said you are in Mbala?
No, I'm in Lusaka.
Ah, you're in Lusaka. Okay. Because there was someone who was from Northern Province. Yeah. Okay. Colleagues and everyone here, students, teachers, and the like, I'm really thankful before we bring in Mr. Alexander Lawrence to close the program today. For those who have stayed so long, some of us have been here since 8 hours in the morning, German time. and others in Zambia 9 hours. Until now, they are still here. And more exciting is to see our teachers that they also joined us. So this is the kind of unit that we need to pull on the same string, you know, tug of war, Tug of war, you can only win it if you are all pulling on the same string. Otherwise, if someone else just do something different, you stumble and that's it, and you lose the whole thing. What am I trying to say? I'm talking about collaborations. I'm talking about unity. I'm talking about togetherness. I'm talking about to be better together than alone. No one is an island. Please, let's come together and do something good for Mother Zambia. It starts here by educating ourselves, because no one will cheat us. Do you know how much worth our minds are? Do you know how much our minds alone worth, how worthy they are? Do you know how worthy our national parks are? Go there and see who is running them, who is doing what in the national parks. Non-Zambians in most cases. Why? Because the education is not there. Because if education is there, you compete with others. We're not saying we are going to throw them away, but you can compete with others. And the money is there to do things now, like it was. I want also to thank our brother from India. For him, I think it's getting to morning now. He's been with us really for a long time. Or it's getting to midday, Mr. Joseph.
Now it's 7:30 p.m.
Okay, look, it's in the evening. So he woke up a long time ago and he has been here with us. This is awesome. We are going to make sure that we hold the open day as we promised. Let's just bless that cholera will be over and it's gone. And that's why we are calling every one of you, even here, those who are here, please be part of this fight. You know, Don't have a habit of saying, it will not affect me. No. You know, wakamba chani mkinyanja, just hata mnove, mailo chizankala paliwe. So you never know. You may just say, I'm going to town and buy something, and you meet someone who is sick and you get the disease, and that's it. If you're lucky, you die. So let's put our heads together and found everlasting solutions to cholera, because we cannot have 47 years in a row the same problem when solutions are there. We have to call a wake up to all the stakeholders and make sure that so yes, and for sure I'll give Mr. Joseph just to show others the learning management system, how it looks like. You present a bit. Please don't take it long. Just make maximum 10 minutes, and then Mr. Lawrence can close. Over to you, Mr. Joseph.
Okay, so getting back to ICT, and we are talking about integrated technology. So maybe if you allow me to share my screen.
Yes, I think you're a co-host. You should be able to share.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to share my screen. So this is how the screen looks like, and every institution can customize it. And you see here that you can log in as a staff, you can log in as a parent, and you can also log in as a student, and we have a learning space. Now I'm logging in as a staff. So I'll just click here, my ID, and then here you are. So this is a complete management system, as you can see. So it gives you, as an administrator, you land on a dashboard where you see whatever is happening, like notification, and you can see also your parent statistics and the student statistics. All these are at your hand. And you can go and check the inquiries, and these are linked to your social medias, whatever website or Facebook inquiries can come directly here, so you can check the inquiries. And also you can check the admissions as usual. You can check the admissions, who is admitted, and it is very integrated and intuitive. You can also communicate. There is a communication module linked to each of these. You can check their payments. I'm just going quick. So you can check the student records also, whatever you have, and everything is at your hand. Also, you can go to the parents. And all these are the few modules we have, like human resources. You can check what resources you have, teachers and all. As an administrator, also, if you click here, you find that all these are the modules we have. We have about 40 modules, different functionalities to completely manage your educational institutions. And on this also, I can give you the example of, for example, a parent mobile app, which we have. I'll just share my iPad screen also here. And then you can see that, because I'm just quickly just trying to show you how it works. So like, for example, can you see my screen?
We can see your shared screen, but the other one not yet.
Other one not yet. Okay, yeah. Just give me a second.
Let me see
I have to stop sharing, and I'll just go like this. Then you get it. I think you get it. Just hold on. I'm using different devices. Okay, you can see, I think. Can you see it?
No.
Still, you cannot see. I don't know why we cannot see this.
Actually, it's set to multiple sharing.
Okay, so let me try to do like this, and via iPad. Okay, via iPad. Oh, yeah, I am there. Yeah, I got it. Just hold on. Yeah, it is taking a little bit time, but I think it.
There we are. Yeah, it's about to go.
Yeah. So I'm there. Zoom, no? Yeah, you get it. You get it.
Okay.
Yeah, you get it. Just done. So can you see my screen now?
We can just see Joseph Kapula India shared screening.
Can you see it?
We can't see it. Maybe you reshare again.
I reshare again?
Yes, because it's blank. It's dark.
Yeah, I'll just stop sharing. I'll just go here. I think this is the thing we are trying to share. I'll open this, and I'll be like, share. Yeah, it should come Zoom Mac Pro. Yeah, it should come.
You have shared now your screen. That's what we are able to see.
Yeah, you get it?
Now, yes, yeah.
Yeah, so what happened actually, so you land up with this. For example, I've logged in as a Joseph, I am the parent, so I'll be able to get the notification from the university, whatever university require, any communication from the university. I can get the news as a parent, and same functionality with the students. Nothing is there because I just created it as a demo, and you can check the calendar also. Whatever events is going on in the university, calendar is in your hand. And also you can see the student, which student you have as a parent, the data, and also the documents and all. So in the documents you find that whatever communication coming from the administrations of the institution, you get it. So this is a completely a kind of an online application. It's a mobile base, and finances also you can see, you can pull out, you can pay. You don't need to go to the institution. So this is a technology which will help us, like every parent who have their own app, every student who have their own app, every teacher will have their own app to do things like assignment. I'll just stop sharing this and go to this one. So you see that if you go here, you find that attendance can be taken, timetable. So different department of an institution can be assigned with different modules, and the security is there. If you talk about finance modules, attendance module, library, all these kind of things can be integrated to the system. So I think this will help us to manage the whole system as an education institution. And easily academic management also, you can manage your academic things. So this is just an highlight of the thing. So this is what technology can do. So you find that the payments can be done, the fees can be paid remotely, there are payment gateways with all this technology, and management will reduce their overload. So this is just assessment, and even the report card, you get it on your student app. You don't need to wait for somebody to give you the hard copy of the report card. As a student, you can just get your report card at your fingertip. Transportation can be managed, everything can be managed, and everything can be customized according to the institution. So this is just an highlight of what the Central International University is trying to integrate the powerful technology to help them manage and also engage the student, because you find that when you go to the modules, you find that there is also the learning space and learning behaviors. So you find that learning spaces and learning behavior can be managed easily by the institutions. Anyway, this is all I wanted to share, but the more will come when we implement the application in the system. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. Thank you so much. Before I can allow someone.
Awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, before anyone maybe can come in, just a question of interest for our teachers and for our students. I missed a bit the learning platform. I didn't see it. Please, if you can show us once more.
Okay, yeah, I can just go there. I just go again, and yeah, I think everyone is. So, or I can just try to share the short video that you give there. I seen some videos. That will be a good thing on the learning publication of the report. Virtual class. I'll click here so you can see how it works.
But on the module, where is it?
It's online learning.
Yeah, but I didn't see this option, virtual classes.
It is there on the assessment. I'll just take you through there. Yeah, but you can learn it from here also. We have
online learning is here to stay. EdAdmin has responded to the new realities in the education market. The virtual classroom is now available as an assessment premium module. You can use Google Meet, Zoom, GoTo, or any other platform to create a virtual meeting with your students. You first need to tell EdAdmin which platform you like to use. Just click on the setup icon in the top right corner of the assessment premium module.
So you can
now you can enter the link you use for your classes.
Then save it.
Note that the teachers only require one link for all their classes. The one link will suffice as the virtual functionality works in the same manner as a physical classroom, where students will be required to wait for their class to start. When a link is saved, a camera icon will appear in the gradebook, markbook. This icon is used to start a virtual classroom session using the link you
Okay.
just provided.
So this is
Clicking on the
actually in
camera
the
icon
assessment
will open
premium
the link
module.
in a new
I'll
browser
just
tab,
go back
and the
to
virtual
assessment
classroom
premium
can be
module.
started immediately. Half an hour before and half an hour after the start of a virtual class, students can see the camera icon on the student portal on their timetable. They can attend the virtual classes for each subject just by clicking on the camera icon on their timetable. The camera icon is also available.
Okay, so I'll just try to share it. Just hold on. Just give me a second so that yeah. Is it Zoom? Okay, so I'll just share my screen again. I'll just show you it is assessment. You can go here and it's called assessment module, assessment and reporting premium. Maybe due to technical, maybe it has been, it is on work. Yeah, it's maybe they are working on it for the first year because we need to change functionalities also sometime. So that's why maybe it's not yet, but it's there. It's here, and if you click here, it will give you. There we are. You see. So it's here. You can easily, make whatever you want to set up your things here. Yeah. I think it's under construction a little bit because the first year we always try to build and develop new functionalities. I think the guys are still working on it, but it is there. It's a complete learning module, and it helps you to conduct online and live classes. Yeah.
Wow, wonderful, great.
And these online classes, they can even later on you can record them and save them, or even shared on your other platform or embed them as YouTube videos. So if you have a website, so you can do the online learning sessions in your system and embed them at your website or make them live at your website or any social media. So it works like that.
Wonderful, beautiful.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you very much. It's so vast and we cannot keep going into every module. And I'll stop sharing, but once it's implemented and it's very practical and useful for the institution, I think. And the students really love the technology and functionalities in their student application, and parents also.
Okay, beautiful. Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Joseph, for that presentation. I think most of the people who are here, they just have the feel of what is expected of them as they become part of our organization. I would just want again to throw the chance to the public. If anyone has questions on Joseph, as we are now really in the next few minutes to wind up. Anyone who has a question? Mr. Ngulube, as a teacher, ITC teacher, questions maybe? Our students, anyone with a question? Okay, all right, great, wonderful. It looks like people, they have got it and nothing is coming back. I just want to mention that something like this comes with a fee. So if we are to implement it the way we want to implement it, students, they should be ready to know that the cost may not remain the same from what we talked about. But it is something that is so useful, that can transform lives, that can help us really to educate our people in masses. You can imagine on such a session, maybe 5,000 people can take part. regardless of where they are in the world. So it's really a great chance that we can use, and any subject can be taught here, from mathematics to chemistry, physics, all that it takes that can be taught.
And also the student can stop worrying because the session are saved.
Yes, they get recorded. There is what we call in technology, what we call on demand.
Yes.
That you can always go and revisit. It's kind of a revision. Anytime you can access the videos that have been saved. What I wanted to say, for example, those who have been here from morning, Joseph posted a web page. Those who are interested in teaching mathematics, I don't know if there are all other subjects as well there. It's for free.
I've given it free, and they can try it for every Zambian student who are in class 6 to 10. I think it's very useful. They can try a free session, and if they are interested, they can get back to me. I'll give them free access.
Okay, you hear that? Wonderful. So please, let's make use of everything that is there. Now, before maybe Mr. Lawrence comes in, and Mr. Komona, do you want to say something as well?
No, that was well articulated. I've got nothing to say at the moment. The nitty-gritties of the online platform, I think, will be shared later during the open day. Otherwise, well done, Mr. Joseph. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So we are now moving to the moment we've been waiting. Mr. Dr. Alexander Lawrence is our consultant, and we decided to bring him as our last guest today. And now the floor, sir, is yours. Yeah, please, you can open your mic.
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, sir.
I don't know how I can be the guest when I've been with you from 6 o'clock in the morning.
Special guest.
We're supposed to be partners. Just as I'm starting, I like Ephraim, you know, the way he was so politically correct in his thing. So do I say I'm honored and privileged, or it's my rare honor and privilege to be part of this meeting? But I'm humbled that I could be asked to join with such a passionate group of people that would give up their free time on Saturday just to explore educational advancement and personal development programs. And the opportunities that are there are immense, particularly when we want to be able to empower Zambian citizens. You'll note, I think, with Maria's video camera on, that she has a bottle of wine and her pasta and spaghetti there, while all of us were missing all of this, you know. The chair, is that fair? Honestly, she should have invited us there, sent us those tickets. I want to also encourage Nalisi. Somehow I've picked up in the spirit that that young lady is heading for a PhD. Maria, just watch her, school her, and hold her hands.
Okay,
let us
with
show
pleasure.
let us show her off. I mean, she has the passion. And in Lusaka, when it's raining like this, she's sitting in front instead of going to do something, just looking for what opportunities she can get to the other students. It's quite interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor also for me, sitting here as Lusaka Chamber President, to be part of an institution such as yours, which I do believe is going to have a very big impact going forward. Maria knows how crazy I can be and forceful. I will be knocking on government doors to ensure, particularly with the Ministry of Science and Technology. I know you have already a relationship with the Ministry of Education, but we'll enhance it from our position. We will be speaking also to the German Embassy and the German Chamber of Commerce here, including the Italian ambassador. Maria, you know what we're doing with him, so that he is also supportive of the
is powers be.
Programs that imagine what Joseph is all the way from Zambezi in India, and then sitting with us here in Lusaka and Germany and Italy, and showing what he's able to do for the institutions. This is something awesome. Isaac and Evans, God has blessed you to bring a network which includes Maria, Ephraim, Emma, Crazy Emma, not just Emma, but Crazy Emma, and everybody together with that passion to try and do something. You produce, like I said, progressive, active thinkers that will be able to get something going ahead in life. Let's produce the Zambians that we're looking for. We collectively will make Zambia the best place to be in Africa. You have that opportunity. Let's take it. Remember, the parting words, opportunity favors those who are best prepared for it. Here's an opportunity. Prepare for it. There's a great treasure trove. A treasure trove is a treasure chest. A treasure chest is a place where you'll find items of value that others were not able to find. And your items of value sit with CIU. Let's use it to the best of your ability. Isaac, produce with Maria and Evans, produce at least 50 doctors within the next 6 years. Let's show that you're able to do something, even more than that. The exchange program, the youth development, the labor transfer market issue, we will take it up when Evans comes down, that we sit with the relevant government ministries. I want to also assure you, Evans, and you have to ensure, we gave you the responsibility of engaging with the Hamburg Chamber of Commerce, and I have the pleasure of announcing to you, ladies and gentlemen, that the Provincial Permanent Secretary for Lusaka Province has said he's ready to visit the provincial Hamburg government as well, so that we could begin to engage from that level where the private sector is dealing with the Chamber of Commerce there, and then the provincial administrations from both sides are engaging with each other, so that we have a proper government and private sector development relationship. We will choose 1 or 2 universities apart from CIU to also engage with yourselves through what the efforts that you're going to make, so that you have an effective, impactful cultural exchange program. I do not want to mince my words in saying a great responsibility lies upon your shoulders. You need to take it very seriously, because the life and future of young men and women are being committed into your hands. They are taking their investment, whether it's from CDF or their family resources, to place it in your hands to advance their lives, to become effective citizens of the country. No one is better prepared. That's why God has chosen each one of you that are on the platform, part of the staff and administration team, to take and advance this course. A program like this has never been seriously looked at, because we've been using generic programs from within the system, and that was which was left by colonial masters. Now we've come and we've told you we need integrity, we need honesty and ethics to be an integral part of what you're doing. You need cultural values. How do you integrate those into producing effective leaders, effective businessmen and women? You're not producing men and women to go and work for people. You're producing men and women to contribute effectively to economic transformation, social transformation, and growth of our country by becoming entrepreneurs themselves, by becoming innovative in their own right. We are moving Zambians away from becoming or having grown, because since 1964, most of us have been growing in the dependency and entitlement syndrome. Only a few of us who had gone through the Kaunda program, like Isaac, have had the opportunity to become independent thinkers, because we went for national service, we went for military training, and so we were taught from a very young age survival skills and encouraged towards personal development. But Isaac, Evans, and Maria are giving back to what they have learned. I, like them, have lived in the diaspora for many years. I came back home earlier than them. I should have come to where Isaac and Evans are, or where Maria is, but I'm bad with languages, but I'll try and learn. But there's opportunities. There are real opportunities, real people. What worries me, Isaac, what worries me, Evans and Maria, we had at one stage 25 people. We have remained 10. Jesus says, there were 10 of you, but only one of you has come back to say thank you. We've only remained 10. Amongst the 10, who are the real beneficiaries of what we're going to give? Let there be a multiplier effect for what we're going to do. May God bless and keep you, cause his face to shine upon you, open many doors for what you're going to be. Let success and development be your portion in life. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Right on top of the hour, hammering the nails right up on the right place. Dr. Lawrence, thank you so much. Thank you, and I can only say thank you for being so loyally, to be there for others. This is very encouraging, and that's what I always talk with my colleagues, that if we can have 10 of youth in decisive positions, Zambia can rapidly change. It cannot be what it is right now. So we are slowly closing up. I think we have done well. I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Mr. Rukomona, for coming up. Thank you, Madam Kamanga, Madam Chivansa, Mr. Karuba, even if he could not speak because of his telephone problem. And our teachers, Mr. Nguru is still here, and our awesome thing. And our students, Vula, Edith, Brian, Alice, those who have still remained. I really appreciate, because I since morning, I believe no one can manage to have bundles the whole, I don't know how many hours we've done. 8 hours? Yeah, almost close to that. So otherwise, thank you. We are going to come back to the students after this, so that now we move forward and make sure that whatever has been put in place, it becomes a reality. I saw you raising your hand, IPC.
No, I just want to say my battery is almost at zero. I wanted to probably give my last final remarks before.
Sure, please go ahead. Go ahead.
My apologies. I just want to say to you students who've made us be where we are, we've got it all. We've got it all for you on the table. You've seen it, you've heard it from different technocrats, and now the onus is in your hands to play your role. Study hard, learn hard, and succeed hard. We've got the backing of the German government, the German parliament, the Zambian government. What else are we looking for? Experts from different countries behind CIU, from South Africa, India, like you can see, Italy, Zambia itself, Germany, Switzerland, Austria. What else are we going to ask for? What other excuse are we going to give? When we grow up in your place, we never had such kind of chances. We saw them in newspapers, or unless your father, your uncle was a bourgeoisie who was closer to, ministers or so. But because we've gone through a hard way to be where we are, and we don't want you to go through the hard way, the way everything. The only hard way that you're going to have is to put more paraffin, more bulbs, study hard, and make it happen. And we are not bragging in Germany here. You may be thinking that, things are happening because Germans are in front. No, that or if anything, I can make you know that our German brothers and sisters, if they were here, they were scared to approach certain offices. No, Mr. Common, this can't work. It can't happen. German 10 years ago passed such a law. We have broken a lot of rules and protocols, and we have found ourselves in these houses.